Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Money Talks, the podcast that makes money simple and relatable for all of us. Have you ever had that feeling on payday? You open your banking app, see that new number hit your account, and for a fleeting moment, you feel a little bit richer. But then reality sets in. The rent, the bills, all those expenses are just lined up waiting. And that dream of having money left over to invest in your future seems to drift a little further away. It's often followed by a little voice in your head, the one that whispers, with a salary like this, how could I possibly invest? Or, investing is for people with thousands of dollars saved up, right? That feeling, right there, is one of the biggest walls that keeps so many of us from the world of investing. It's the belief that it's a game reserved for the wealthy, for those with a big chunk of cash ready to go. But what if I told you that this belief might be the very thing holding you back from letting your money grow? In today's episode, we're going to tear down that wall of belief together. We're going to answer that big, intimidating question: how much money do I really need to start investing? I'll even let you in on a little secret: how even a few dollars in your pocket right now can be the tiny seed that grows into true financial security. If you're ready to change your mindset and unlock your financial future, well, let's find out together. Okay, so let's tackle that classic belief head on, the idea that you need a lot of money to get started. I'm here to tell you that in this day and age, that's simply not the whole story anymore. Our world has changed so much, and technology has completely revolutionized the game. Gone are the days when investing meant having to go to a stuffy broker's office and navigate complicated paperwork. Today, the world of investing is literally at our fingertips, right on the apps on our phones. This has opened the doors for absolutely everyone to get started. But do you know what's even more powerful than your initial investment amount? It's two magic ingredients: time and consistency. These two things are the secret sauce that can turn a small amount of money into something truly amazing. Many of you have probably heard of the power of compound interest, but it can feel a bit abstract. So let's paint a picture. Imagine your investment is a tiny snowball you've just packed together. Now, if you just let it sit there, it stays a tiny snowball, right? But what happens if you give it a little nudge and start rolling it down a long, snowy hill? At first, it just picks up a little bit of snow. It doesn't seem to be growing that much, but the further it rolls, the more surface area it has, and the more snow it picks up with every single rotation. It starts growing faster and faster, exponentially, until it becomes this giant boulder of snow you never thought possible from that tiny starting point. That, right there, is the power of compounding at work. Your initial investment is that first snowball. The returns you earn are the new layers of snow. And when you reinvest those returns, you're making your snowball bigger, allowing it to pick up even more snow on the next roll. Time is simply the length of that hill. The more time you give your snowball, the bigger it has the potential to become. Let's look at a quick example to make it crystal clear. Meet Amy. She starts investing at age 25, putting away just $100 a month into a fund that earns an average of 7% per year. Now meet Ben. He waits until he's 35 to start, but to make up for lost time, he invests double the amount, $200 a month, into the exact same fund. Who do you think has more money when they both turn 60? The answer is Amy. Even though she invested less each month, that extra 10 years she gave her money to work for her, that extra decade of rolling down the hill, allowed her small, consistent investments to grow and compound, ultimately overtaking Ben's larger, later contributions. Do you see how incredible the power of time is? So the real answer to the question, how much money do I need to start, isn't a specific number like $500 or $1,000. The real answer is, start as soon as you can, with an amount you're comfortable with. whether that's $50 a month or even $5 a month. Taking that first step today is infinitely more powerful than waiting for a big enough amount tomorrow. So now that we've completely busted the myth that you need to be rich to start investing, we've arrived at the moment you've all been waiting for, the big question. Okay, so if I have an extra $50 or $100 a month, where on earth do I actually put it? Don't you worry, because I have handpicked some fantastic beginner-friendly options that are perfect for those of us starting with a smaller budget. First up, one of my absolute favorites for beginners, mutual funds. Now, if you're not sure what a mutual fund is, think of it like this. It's like going to a fantastic all-you-can-eat buffet. Instead of having to choose just one or two expensive dishes with the money you have, you pay one price and get to sample a little bit of everything on the menu. In the investing world, it's the same idea. Instead of using your $100 to buy maybe one or two shares of a single company, a mutual fund lets you own tiny little pieces of tens or even hundreds of different stocks, bonds, or other assets all at once. And the best part? A mutual fund comes with a professional fund manager. Think of them as the head chef of your buffet. Their entire job is to research and select the best dishes or investments to put into the fund for you. They manage it, they rebalance it, and they do all the heavy lifting. All you have to do is choose which restaurant or which type of fund matches your taste, like low risk, medium risk, or high risk. Then you just keep adding money consistently and you let the experts handle the rest. How cool is that? And here's the real game changer. Today, many investment companies let you start a mutual fund with as little as $1. I'm not kidding. The barrier to entry has basically vanished. Next up, let's talk about a timeless classic, gold savings. I'm sure we're all familiar with gold. It's a classic safe haven asset that people have trusted for centuries. But the image we have is of saving up a big chunk of money to go and buy a gold bar or a coin from a dealer, right? Well, you can forget that image. These days, there are amazing gold savings apps that make it incredibly easy. You can buy tiny, fractional amounts of gold on a regular basis. Whether you have $10 or $100, you can turn that cash into a little sliver of gold. You just keep accumulating it over time, and once you've saved up enough to equal a certain weight, like a gram or an ounce, you can often choose to have the physical gold delivered to you or simply sell it for a profit right in the app. It's a brilliant way to own a piece of the rock without needing a fortune to start. Our third option is for those who love stability and want zero risk of losing their initial investment. Let me introduce you to prize-linked savings accounts, or savings bonds. Think of this one as a fun hybrid between a savings account and a lottery ticket. Here's how it works. You put your money into a special type of savings account or bond, often offered by government-backed banks. And the absolute best part is that your principal is 100% safe. You can't lose it. You'll even earn a little bit of interest. But here's the fun twist. In addition to the interest, you get entries into regular prize drawings. Every month, you have a chance to win cash prizes, which can range from small amounts all the way up to $1 million. It's the perfect way to save your money securely while getting the thrill of a potential windfall. It turns saving from a chore into a fun game, and you can often get started with as little as $25. And finally, our last recommendation isn't an asset, but a powerful method of investing called DCA, or dollar cost averaging. DCA is a beautifully simple concept. It's the act of investing a fixed amount of money at regular intervals, say $100 on the first of every month, no matter what the market is doing, whether the market is up or the market is down. Your $100 goes in like clockwork. This strategy is pure genius for a few reasons. It builds an amazing habit of consistency, and it takes all the stressful emotion and guesswork out of investing. When the market is down, your fixed dollar amount buys more shares because they're on sale. When the market is up, it buys fewer shares. Over the long term, this averages out your purchase price and reduces your risk of investing a big lump sum at the wrong time. It is a true superpower for the long-term investor.
So you can see there are so many amazing options out there for starting small. But before you jump in and put your hard-earned money into any of these baskets, there are a few crucial things you need to do to prepare yourself for the journey. In our final segment, we'll go through a simple checklist to make sure you're ready for takeoff.
Okay, so now that we know about all these wonderful investment tools just waiting for us, hold on a second. Before you get too excited and start transferring money, I want us to pause at this final checkpoint together. Think of it this way. Investing is like planting a tree. Before you put the seed in the ground, you have to prepare the soil, right? You want to make sure it has everything it needs to grow strong and healthy for years to come. Getting ready to invest is exactly the same. So, let's run through our pre-flight checklist. First, and this is the most important one, I want you to mentally highlight this, is you must have an emergency fund. This part of money is your financial safety net. It's the cushion that will catch you when life throws you an unexpected curveball, like a sudden medical bill, an urgent car repair, or losing your job. Your emergency fund allows you to handle these situations without having to touch or sell your investments. This is so critical because pulling money out of your investments prematurely, especially when the market is down, can lock in losses and set you back in a big way. The general rule of thumb is to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses saved up. And this money needs to be kept somewhere highly liquid, meaning you can access it immediately. Think a high-yield savings account, not tied up in investments. I'll say it again because it's that important. This is a non-negotiable rule you should never skip. Checklist item number 2 is to set clear financial goals. Investing without a goal is like setting off on a road trip with no map and no destination in your GPS. You'll just end up driving in circles. Ask yourself a simple question. What am I investing for? Everyone's answer will be different. Maybe you're investing for retirement in 30 years. Maybe you want to save for a down payment on a house in 5 years. Or perhaps you're saving for your child's college education 15 years from now. Having a clear goal with a specific timeline acts like a compass for your investment choices. For a very long-term goal like retirement, you can likely afford to take on more risk for the chance of higher returns. But for a short-term goal, like saving for a vacation in 2 years, you'll want to stick with safer, low-risk investments to protect your principal. Third on our list is to know yourself. How much risk am I truly comfortable with? This is so personal and so important. Our tolerance for risk is not all the same. Some people are like roller coaster fanatics. They love the thrill, the ups and downs, and seeing a negative number doesn't faze them. Others are more like Ferris wheel people. They prefer a slow, steady ride with a predictable view. The same goes for investing. You have to figure out which kind of investor you are. If seeing your account balance drop makes you lose sleep at night, you should stick with lower risk investments. But if you understand that markets fluctuate and you're comfortable with that, you might allocate more to higher risk assets like stocks. There are tons of free risk tolerance quizzes online that can help you figure this out. And our final checklist item is always be learning. Please remember this golden rule. Never invest in something you don't understand. Before you put your money into any asset, take the time to learn what it is, how it works, what the risks are, and where the potential for growth comes from. Don't invest just because you saw someone else get rich from it, and don't invest out of FOMO, the fear of missing out. Your knowledge is the best armor you have against making costly mistakes and will allow you to invest with confidence and peace of mind. And that is everything we have for you on this episode of Money Talks. By now, I truly hope you have the answer to that big question. How much money do I need to start investing? The real answer isn't a number at all. It's a mindset. It's knowing that the amount you start with is never as important as the discipline you have and the decision to start early. Whether you have $50 in your pocket today or $500, you have more than enough power to begin building a more secure financial future for yourself right now. The heart of this journey isn't about who has the most money to begin with. It's about who starts sooner and who stays on the path more consistently. Investing isn't a 100-meter dash to see who gets rich the quickest. It's a marathon. It's about pacing yourself, showing up regularly, and steadily making your way toward the long-term finish line you've set for yourself. I hope our conversation today has served as a gentle nudge, a little bit of encouragement for anyone who has been hesitating, to help you step over that line of fear and lay the very first brick in the foundation of your financial well-being. Always remember that every small step you take today is building something strong and lasting for your future self. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending your time with Money Talks today. Please don't forget to subscribe or follow our show on whatever platform you're listening on so you never miss out on more simple, friendly money advice. And if you enjoyed this episode, please consider sharing it with a friend or a loved one who might need to hear this message too. That's all for today. I'll catch you in the next episode. Bye for now.